For part 2. Now, we're finding out what's happening here with the Two of Cups between the masculine and the feminine. Why we're moving away from the cup we've been holding on to with the devil, the cup that's burning us. But at the same time, we must remember it's teaching us something. Everything is teaching us something, right? We're learning through the energy of the opposites. We need to get burned by this cup so we can understand why we don't want to drink from it. And the energy of Pisces is helping to lead us to the right cup, to drink from the cup of our divinity, of the divine. This is connected to us. This is connected to the divine. This is connected to the universe. This is connected to creation. It's connected to the light, but it's also part of the dark. We honor this. Guys, we honor this. We honor how things are here. We're in it. We're surrendering so we can create anew. We're surrendering so we can reinvent. And we're remembering that the devil energies is connected to addiction, lower vibrationally, and we can be addicted to anything that's over stimulus. People, places, things. It's not just alcohol and drugs. Food. You know, there's so many things we can be addicted to that are offering us the stimulus. And we're feeding from that. But what we're not seeing is we think that we're feeling all these things and we're doing, oh, this feels woo. But then we realize then when we come down, because we're out of balance, we're out of whack, we've actually depleted our energy, we've lowered our vibration, and we've become food for lower vibrational entities. And we ain't doing that. Okay? We're moving forth. Let's see what the message is. There's quite the cards laid out here, guys. Woo. But anyways, part 1 was done during the hours of the sun. Part 2 is being done during the hours of the moon. This is why I'm being called to do things. This is why I'm not wearing the same clothes. Okay. Had to do a little self-care in between. Let's see, where am I being called to go? I'm being called to go here. We're going here. All right. Mamma mia. 2 of Pentacles, and there it is. We're going to restore the balance between the dark and the light through us. And look, we're going to make it to the ball. Just in time. This has everything to do with divine timing. Right? And our fairy godmother. We need our fairy godmother. The feminine is helping us to make us to the ball. We need her. She's part of the equation. La Luna is getting us to the dance. And it's time to dance, baby. Woo! We're going to dance because it's time to shake it and make it. Okay? We're going to shake it, make it. We're going to make some harmonies. We're going to create some vibrations that are going to raise the roof. We're going to raise through the roof. Okay? We're going towards the light. And it's connected to death. Our transformation. And there's a message in here for us. I can feel it vibrating through my bones. My skin and bones. Okay? This is where we're going to blossom. This is where we're going to transform. This is where it's all going down. Okay? Let's see what it's connected to. The 2 of Swords. The creation of peace on the path of the moon. We're honoring this. There's a truth that must be told in order to restore peace. And it's from the 3D to the 5D and from the 5D to the 3D, okay? The 3D to the 5D and beyond. And I'm going to start saying that because we're moving beyond. This is connected to the masculine energy. I want you to see, guys. Oh, Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck because that's where we're going, our expansion. So, within the 2 of Wands, look at the masculine. And it's the feminine's truth that's going to heal the masculine. And this is masculine, honoring your feminine energy within, honoring your truth, honoring the negative, and the feminine, honoring the feminine within. The truth. And this will help to set the masculine free. Because we're connected. And when we also connect to that right cup, we know the feminine's working with the truth, the throat chakra. The masculine working with from lust to love, the sacral chakra. So the color of the devil card where she's holding the cup that's get a burner, it's connected to the sacral chakra. So the work that the feminine's doing by honoring the right cup, by leading us to the right cup, and the work that's the masculine's doing by honoring the feminine's truth from within to without, it's creating the equality. It's creating the great harmony. It's transforming. This is where the equality is. We're coming together. We're uniting. This is how we're shifting, baby. Okay. So this conch shell is extremely important. It's connected to our truth. This conch shell is symbolism for, and look at where she's holding it. She's holding it to her heart, to her chest, to her bosom. There's a reason for that. And we're going to find out what that is too. Now, there it is, guys. There's our transformation right there. This is the masculine and feminine energies coming together. We're lit. We're expanding through the Queen of Wands. The Wands being the masculine, the Queen being the feminine. And look at that. That is the butterfly that has left the chrysalis, left the cocoon. She left the void. So we're going to leave the void expanded. And it is connected to our new beginning. And remember how we were speaking about all the colors that we're painting with? This is the most beautiful imagery of the Fool as far as I'm concerned in the tarot, in this tarot. Look at what she's doing. She's creating the picture of her life through her energy. It's beautiful. Everything we just discussed in part 1. And it's connecting us to wish fulfillment in the Nine of Cups. This is following our synchronicities and signs. And that's how we're lucky. We're lucky because we're following our synchronicities and signs. Through the dark, we're finding the patterning of the light. We're connecting to spirit, the divine, and we expand. And right now it's connected to the Page of Pentacles, which, look at that. We are grounding this new patterning. She's creating with it. And right now it's through the 3. The 3 is connecting body, mind, soul, masculine, feminine, child, the heavens, the earth, through us, and working with our 3 of Pentacle pals. This is connected to the work we're doing with Mars right now. Mars and Capricorn are connected to this. We know Mars has gone into retrograde. Capricorn is our connection to the devil energies, and we're healing through the earth. And we're healing right now with the masculine. We're healing force. We're healing aggression. So why we're feeling some sort of way. And then look, we ascend, we set the feminine free. Let's receive our message with death, and we're going to move forth straight to the page. Triple confirmation right here. Alrighty, guys. Death is a new birth. I am death. I am often extremely feared, though I wish I was not. Mexican people celebrate me in the most festive way on a special day, and there's our connection. This is connected to Halloween, and on Halloween there are 3 moons within the month of October, and Halloween is a blue moon. Once in a blue moon. Something's going down on Halloween, guys, and that is our favorite day of the year here on the channel. This is when we started out. It'll be our 3rd Halloween. We will be celebrating, because this is where we connect to the mystery. Halloween is the one day of year where we're not scared of mystery. We're not scared of the unknown. We're not scared of dressing up and playing like the child. Look at what's right there. We're dressing up. We're playing like the child. We're eating some treats, trick or treat. That candy. Guys, and I'm all about the healthy candy. Do the best we can, right? But hey, you know what? Once in a while, there's nothing wrong with having a treat. That's where we restore balance. We're allowed to have a treat. Just can't have a treat every second of the day. every day. That's not healthy patterning. That's why it's called a treat. We are restoring balance through self. We're woke. We're conscious. Now, it may not be easy, but we're actively conscious. We're actively staying strong with our new patterning. And this is connected to how we treat body right now. We're focusing on how we treat body. Body is important. Connection to the child. So, Mexican people celebrate in the most festive way on this special day. That's because they understand my true meaning, a meaning of rebirth. In the heart of darkness, I am thus here to bring good news. For when I close one door, I always open another. Concentrate on what is now ending. Keep in mind that it simply had to end, and instead focus on what is about to begin soon. The past is the past. Just leave it there. Embrace what future keeps in store for you. To resist only would bring you pain. And there it is. There's our message. We're not resisting this. This is going to bring us pain. We're going to rebirth because we're in a time of reinvention. And it's time to restore wholeness. It's time to restore equality. It's time to restore unity. Accept this transformation. Play it like a phoenix. Ooh, play it like a phoenix. Be reborn. Then spread your wings and soar. So we're going to spread our wings and soar. And what is this connected to? Cycles. We know we're entering a new season. A new cycle. The rhythms, end and beginning, death and resurrection and transformation. I'm so excited to have the autumn equinox. I just love autumn. And we're painting with the colors of fall, guys. We're painting with the colors of fall. Okay? Now, let's move on. I want to see why we need to shift away from the cup that we're holding on to with the devil. Why do we need to shift? What is the message there? Freedom, horse, and moderation, rhinoceros. And release, jaguar. So we're going to release the cup. And you know what? They've been showing me jaguars all week, and now I know why. Because we need to release the cup. There's a connection here. And we want freedom. That's what we're after. The horse is connected to Metatron's cube and the chariot, forward movement by restoring balance and working with the moon as well as the sun. And when we work with the moon, we're working with our soul. And it has everything to do with moderation. We need to restore balance. We need to bring back moderation. We've tipped the scales. The matrix has the energy is manipulated, the template's manipulated, everything manipulated. So we're caught in these traps in order to always have our karmic scales unbalanced. So we stay in these loops and we feel some sort of way, right? But we're seeing through our illusions, we're healing, the divine's working right with us. We got to listen to our instincts. We got to listen to our gut. I'm feeling called to read the message of release. Because we're releasing this cup. And it's a number 9. So this is the energy. Remember, 3 is vibration. 6, frequency. 9, energy. And we want to be in the energy of what we're creating so that we can expand. And right now, we need a release. Jaguar, release. Release what you no longer need. Take action to move something from the ideas world into the physical world. And there it is. We've had the idea. We know this cup isn't for us. We just have to leave now. We have to make it true within the physical world. We understand within the 5D and beyond, we need to get it happening in the 3D now. That's our challenge. We've been set forth right here. Let go of the old and stale and choose renewal. Wash away the negative aspects of the past, surrender it all, and embrace the new. the animal. If there is one word you can use to describe this particular member of the genus Panthera, it is powerful. Jaguars are built powerfully, emphasizing their strength right down to their bones. They are stocky and low-slung with robust legs and can leap on and crush their prey. They are adept at swimming and can crawl silently through the thick jungle. Their jaws are particularly well developed, and bite force study shows they possess the greatest force above clouded leopards, tigers, and lions. Well, look at that. That's why we need Jaguar spirit. This enables them to literally pulverize the biggest bones of their prey. The jaguar is the apex predator in most of its habitat, yet is threatened by habitat loss and killing by humans. And once again, too, this is where we're deciding on our spiritual quest. Are we going to be a predator of the earth, and are we going to continue to be a predator here? Us, we're predators and we're stuck in old templates. Or are we going to be on our spiritual quest, and are we no longer going to be food for lower vibrations, and we're going to be the predator to the shadow energies? We're the predator to the shadow energies, and that's how we're untwisting it. And guys, please meditate on that. Meditate on that for as long as it takes you. If you're called and this reading's resonating with you, meditate on this. And ask for answers. When you're in active dialogue with the divine, when you're in meditation and prayer, meditation to listen and receive the messages, prayer to actively communicate. The magic. Call upon the releasing powers of the Jaguar woman when you are ready to let go of something, whether it is in an excess of something, a bad habit, a disease, or old patterns, all connected to the lower vibrational things that come on with the devil energies and playing with that fire. For those who are getting ready for birth, she is a wise guide and will assist you to have an easier birth. So, guys, this is sad. The jaguars are threatened. This is why we need to be here for the animals. Now, guys, we got to remember, too, on our spiritual quest, and this is all be reflected back to us, too, knowing the difference between the fire that burns us with the devil energies and that depletion, and then the fire that burns us with the divine and the fire power of the masculine energy. We need to be able to decipher the difference, because there is the fire power that burns down the forest to rebirth, and it's connected to the divine, like the tower energies, and then there is the fires that burn us and can really end our lives with the devil energies. If we don't take this seriously and quit creating with some of this patterning, this is what leads to sickness. And we know where sickness goes. And it's nothing to fear. That's part of the trap too. Then we're like, we're fearing sickness. We're not fearing sickness. We're not fearing anything. We're living in the love vibes. We're living in the joy vibes. And if we are caught in fear, if we are caught in sadness, if we are caught in pain, then we honor that, we grieve that, and we transmute it, and we use it for fuel to raise our vibration back up. So we know why we're moving away. It's connected to freedom and moderation, restoring balance. And I want you to see, the freedom horse is moving through. It gets to pass. The door's open now. The gates are open. The portal's open. But it's all to do with moderation. And I'm feeling called to read moderation. Moderation. Seek moderation in all things. Find the middle path. Not everything is an extreme choice of black versus white. Being passionate about something is positive. And that's healing from addiction and using our desires to heal from the devil energies, restoring passion. It's connected to positivity. So, being passionate about something is positive, but to be obsessed may not be. And that's addiction. Leave behind what you no longer need. So we're leaving behind what we no longer need. And here's the mythos. The Hindu Vedic god of fire rides a rhinoceros with a horn so large it clears the path for all. It is said that he is the source of all passion and fire in the world, and this fire can either burn for good or be out of control. Everything we just talked about. It can burn for the good or it can be out of control, and there's the tipping point. Because remember, everything is all connected. The god that sits on top of the rhinoceros gives the fires to purify blessings. He gives the fire that a marrying couple walk around to signify the home. And he gives the fire that cooks food for nourishment. He can also give the kind of fire that causes a rise in jealousies and rage and destroys relationships until they are ash. The kind of fire that can burn the countryside or your own home. This God challenges all to be moderate and to find the middle path and see the balance. And there it is. There's the middle path, understanding the fires that support and move us forth, and the fires that burn it all down and create more chaos and havoc. And guys, it's honoring the fact that we're creating through both. We're creating through both. Through us. And guys, there's only 5 species of rhino left in the world. They're in danger of becoming extinct. And this is freaking sad. And this is why, you know, one of my dearest friends went vegan. She called me up. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget the tears. And she watched a video of a rhino that had been completely destroyed for its horns, and yeah, it didn't even have anything to do with eating. And she watched this rhino suffer, and she said, that's it, I'm never going to touch meat again. I can't. What was reflected back to me, I can't. And this is what I mean, guys. We honor that this is what we're seeing. We honor this, and we honor the people that haven't seen this on their spiritual quest. We got to honor that too. And we all are coming back to one in our divine timing. But if you've had something reflected back to you and you're ignoring it, that's part of the devil energies. That's part of not seeing what you know was right in front of you. That's part of not honoring the feminine energy. We're not creating equality there. We're not expanding. So the magic of the rhino is beautiful dance between strength, power, and moderation. That's how we keep the balance, baby. This is an incredibly powerful animal, and yet is balanced with calm and restraint. Symbology. Horn fiery god riding a rhino. Fire. Status. Critically endangered. I'm sorry, Mr. Rhino. I'm sending you healing vibes. Guys, let's send the rhino healing vibes. And they're sharing a message for me right now through the card. There's a connection between the new moon and the full moon. This month, something's going down. Something's going down from now until the full moon. And it has to do with moderation and what's being burnt away. Okay? Now, so we know why we need to leave this cup. We're understanding, we know why we gotta go. So, we're going to see now. We've shifted. So, we're releasing that cup. Now we're going to use the quantum oracle to shift. And we're going to see where we're shifting to, okay, guys? And then we're going to see what's being illuminated out of that cup. But before we do, let's say a special thank you to this beautiful oracle, right? The Divine Animals Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. Another message they're sharing with me right now. Her stance is very important. The positioning of her body. Look at how she is connecting to the earth through her. That Jaguar is going to help us to release that cup. Thank you, Jaguar Spirit. We need you. Ascended Mastery. There it is, because we've connected to Spirit. Now we're releasing to connect to Spirit and to ascend. We're mastering self. Ooh, guys, I'm lit. I'm feeling it. I love it. I'm lit. Woo, woo, woo. And it's all about our consciousness. There's power in the present moment. And we're going to see that within the cup. And look at that. We've connected now. We've got the jaguar, the lion, and the tiger. 3 cats coming together in order to help us expand. That's not a coincidence. And we know we're creating peace. Spirit's going to help us create peace. That's what this is about. And that's what's going to help us restore the connection between the masculine and feminine. And we're healing from our victim mentality. Because we're going to add the positive charge. Optimism. And this is our expansion. Working with the negative and the positive to expand. And we increase. And what are we increasing from? Fear. From love to fear, we expand. And there's our connection to the 2 of Cups. Because we're creating love from fear. Now, Ascended Masters. Jesus, Buddha, Hilarion, and Saint Germain. The spirit world is filled with dynamic entities who long to assist you in all areas of your life. Some of these are the Ascended Masters. Those who have lived on the earth plane before and now work from the energetic realm. This card has made its way to you today to tell you to look at your life and open up to the master that most resonates with the solution you are seeking at this time. Bringing you the presence of the high masters of enlightenment, including Jesus, Buddha, and others of profound spiritual influence in the world. Jesus, represented by the dove, comes with unlimited healing power. No matter what your religious persuasion may be, he can bring you miraculous assistance with physical, mental, or emotional healing. As the master of love, he can open your heart to experiencing the unconditional love you deserve to have for yourself. And he can bring a more loving attitude to your life and your world, as well as greater compassion to those people around you. There are also several historical figures called the Buddha, represented here by the lotus, which is beauty growing out of the mud. The Buddha brings you the greater consciousness and enlightenment. Look to him for assistance in meditation and spiritual understanding, and for achieving inner peace in difficult times. He is also the master of detachment. So if you're dealing with addiction or obsession, of any kind, even obsession or desperation concerning your goals, he would be the guidance you seek. These are just 2 of the Ascended Masters. It also heralds the approach of the Ascended Masters who have appeared more recently in the earthly form. These include, but are not limited to, Hilarion and Saint Germain. Be aware of the powerful energy brought by these and other Ascended Masters. Use your intuition to determine who might be guiding you. Hilarion is the master of intellect, detail, and follow-through, as symbolized by the all-seeing eye on the pyramid. Now is a good time to finish a project that requires some mental attention. So call on Hilarion to give you a hand. He can also guide you into matters concerning science and discovery, and even in mediumship and spirit communication. The Count Saint Germain, represented by the infinity sign, and there's our connection to the infinity sign, is also being brought to you. This powerful spirit is the master of ceremony and group energy, and he can help in families, corporations, and organizations. If you're dealing with a group issue of some kind, Saint Germain can bring great inspiration and resolution. He is also a wonderful source of assistance when you're trying to shift your own consciousness. the consciousness of a community, or even the whole world. Well, guys, we need this right now. Affirmation. I invite the guidance and energy of, and whichever ascended master you want to work with, and I gratefully request the assistance with. So, you know what? I'm going to sit here and I'm going to greatly ask that all of the ascended masters help us out. We need all of these energies working together. And this is beautiful. And this is understanding too, guys. Like, we have to come back a little bit. We're not fighting about there's just one God. We're honoring everything. Everything came from the all. Everything. Pisces knows this, right? That's why we need Pisces right now. Everything came from the all. Everything came from the all, and we pulled it out of the all and created it. Everything can go back to the all. Everything is one. This thing that we do here, arguing over gods and religion, is the biggest waste of time ever. It's one of the biggest tricks here. Watch spirit signs. If you're feeling called, like, watch spirit signs, please, guys. They'll help make a lot of sense of this. Watch their human history movie. They think they even have part 2. I haven't been able to watch a lot of spirit signs because I've been called to expand here with you guys and stay on target with what we're doing. But when I was first starting out, that was where I went, and it helped me make sense of a lot of what was being reflected back to me. And that's why I love the Patch Tarot, and we work with the Patch Tarot here, because the Patch Tarot is helping us shift from old earth to new earth. We love you. We love you, spirit signs. Thank you. Thank you for being our friends. Now, part of our positive community that's helping us lift and transform and raise to new earth. Thank you. Okay, that really needed to come out, guys. So I want to say too, we know on our last message, we were bouncing between a cycle 1 of new beginning to a cycle 5 transformation. And that cycle 5 was bouncing back to a cycle 1, a new beginning, and back to, from a cycle 1, the new beginning, back to transformation. Because remember, that's how we're working. Now the cycle 2, status quo, is connected to cycle 3, increase. So we are expanding. And we're following our synchronicities and signs. We're on target. All these messages are all tied into everything we've been doing. Now, we know why we're shifting, why we're releasing the cup. Now we're going what we're working with. We're working with Ascended Masters, and we also have to understand we are mastering self. We're a guru too. We're our own guru. But it's all balanced, right? It's not like, oh, we're just going to listen to self. That's not balanced. I know, right, guys? We're becoming more multidimensional. We're being more mindful of this. But I promise you, as you expand more and more, this stuff gets easier and easier. Oh, it also gets harder and harder. Oh, look at that. The energy, the opposites right there coming together. I guess we never escaping it, guys, right? We're just surrendered to it. We're going to find peace there. Peace, I'm telling you, some peace. Now, something's being illuminated in that cup. But before I move on, I'm being called to say this. The moon is still powerful right now. Please write in your new moon's intention book. I've got 3 of them. Our wishes, how we want to expand, our goals, use the feminine and masculine to do so. So talk about your emotions, but also talk about your plan, your point A to B of how to get there, but how you're going to feel. Draw. You know, I've in this one, let's see if because like I said, I have 3 on the go, because guys, I lose everything. Okay, so here's one where I drew stuff. Because that's really powerful too. It's not just the written word. Yeah, the written word is very powerful too. But, and like I drew this, let's see, this was the new moon in October. Look at that, our connection to October. Think of 2018. And I have on here number 1, 2 of Cups. That will make me feel happy, relief, ready, and excited. Number 2, the 10 of Cups, happy, excited, and joyous. Number 3, the Abundance, the 10 of Pentacles, happy and excited for the future. Number 4, see my soul family and connect with them, which I've been getting to do with you guys, which is, look, it's coming true. And that's going to make me feel excited, happy, and ready to grow and share. And I wrote it beside this picture. Made it that much more powerful. Use the masculine energy and the feminine. Now, number 5, Tie off loose ends with addictive behaviors, mind over matter, to create with light and life in the void. I'm going to create with light and life in the void. Now look, there's no coincidence. I couldn't find my other 2 books. This book is here. All the stuff we're talking about, who knew? I didn't. And this was connected to Libra season. It says Libra right there. And then I drew this picture, right? And the 2 cups that are coming together, the first one is of the snake and the second one is of the lion. And the one that's of the snake is with the moon. The one that's of the lion is with the sun. And the transformation, the 2 lighthouses of the feminine and masculine. And they're creating equality with their light and connecting to each other to come home to one another. We have the water and fire energies, the 2 tetrahedrons coming together. Like, this was very powerful for me. The bird and the lotus, the bird's eye view of expansion and working with spirit. The lotus in order to have growth and expand from the mud, the dirt. And, you know, guys, it's just, wow. You know, I look back at this, and then my son wrote this, and I didn't get upset. I knew right away he was reading some sort of code on here. Now, that had to be said before we got what's being illuminated out of the cup from spirit, because now we're connecting to the right cup, the cup of self. They're telling me to go to the tarot first. Okay, we're going to the tarot. 8 of Swords. Remember the cup that we're connecting to of us? It's connected to our root chakra. It's the same color, right? We're going to free self. That's what we're doing. We're freeing self. These swords are connected to the devil energies. So there's the King of Swords. Ha! And look at that. We're going to cut ourselves free with the masculine. Thank you. Thank you to the masculine. That's the air energies moving us to tell our truths. And that's connected to our crown. We're connecting to spirit. Ooh. Okay. Justice is here. Balancing of our karmic scales. We're on point, guys. So let's see what 2 cards flipped over. There it is. The Devil and the 9 of Coins. Both the same colors, right? We're healing from our sacral chakra through the earth. What's being reflected back to us here is of us. We're understanding self. Now I want you to see there's 2 mirrors. But look at the difference between the 2 mirrors. Because we transformed with our truth through the masculine. The masculine allowed us to connect to spirit. Our crown. The masculine's connecting to this energy right now. Helping us to do all those things within this card and expand. And we're going from this space to this space. And you can see the difference in them. I don't even have to tell you. Because we released this cup. And we've restored justice. There's the energy of Libra, the balancing of our karmic scales. And look, we've now healed the masculine and the feminine. The masculine, the sacral chakra. The feminine, the throat chakra. Balance restored. Healing from the devil energies. And the energy of Aquarius is here. The star. And we restore balance through our truths. And that's through a third eye activation because the tower is here. And the tower came on in for us to release this cup and heal from the devil energies. That's why the devil's fallen down. And we restore peace on the path of the moon. Healing our sacral chakra. Helping the masculine. And now look at that. We're ready to manifest through the root. And we're going to add the firepower, the masculine energy, to the cup, the feminine. And we're going to create. And what's going to happen is we're going to expand because there's manifestation here. There's a manifestation being offered through the energy of the Empress. But it all has to do with cutting ourselves free, and the Fool being here. We're going to use this sword to speak our truths and cut ourselves free. The past is holding us back. We're moving forth. Well, everyone, it's looking like there's going to be a part 3. The Divine has quite the messages for us on how to build the equality from these 2 of Cups. There will be a link below for part 3 when it's available. See you there, everyone.